All right. Hello. Um, this is Madman Studios. I haven't made a video in a really long time, but I decided that I'd make a video about guitar picks because I think I'm qualified to say that I'm not a beginner anymore. I've been playing guitar for about 6 years, so I've had the chance to play with a lot of picks and find out what suits me and my style the best. Um, this channel is a cover channel, probably, most likely. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the channel yet, but definitely planning on doing a lot more covers. I just haven't gotten around to it with school and all. Um, so, the whole biz. Um, but I want to talk about guitar picks and what suits me the best and just give you beginners out there a kind of look into what you might want or what might help you um, go on in your guitar business kind of thing. Um, I've got a few picks lined out for this video. They're not in order from my favorites. I'll tell you about them in order from most favorite to probably least favorites. But without further ado, let's just get started. First pick that I almost always use. I even used it in my other video, the only other video on this channel, but Jazz 3 picks. These things, let's get that in the camera. Jazz 3s are freaking amazing. Good for metal. Definitely good for metal. Pretty good for speed playing as well. I don't play a lot of jazz, so I don't know if they're good for jazz, but I definitely think they're a good all-around pick to use. Any of my friends, I recommend it to them. They're a little small. They're definitely a little small, as you can tell by if I put the Jazz 3 next to just one of these regular size picks. If I can get it in camera. It's definitely smaller. You can tell. That's definitely a lot smaller. But it's good. It's definitely good for playing, like I said, speed picking. If you're having trouble with your pinch harmonics, those I got down using one of these smaller Jazz 3s. It makes it easier for you to hit the string right after with your thumb to get that pinch harmonic sound. But yeah, Jazz 3s, the smaller ones are definitely my favorites for playing. These are the 3 small ones. Most of the time I'm using this Max Grip Jazz 3 because that one's, I got slippery fingers, so that's another thing to mention. If you got slippery fingers, your fingers get sweaty when you're playing, definitely use one of the Max Grip ones. I don't know if you like that real grippy feel, but if you do, go for a Max Grip Jazz 3. So those are the 3 of my favorites. Next on the line is, of course, more Jazz 3s. These are the Jazz 3 XLs. If you don't like the smaller picks, they've got the XL series, which is just about the size of a regular guitar pick, but it's just a Jazz 3 shape and a little bit shorter. So those are good. I mean, this is all coming from a metal player's standpoint, so I guess it's all personal preference, but this is my personal preference. So yeah, definitely the XL series is good for a lot of stuff, really. They got different sizes over at Dunlop, so you can even get them in Tortex or Oltex and stuff. This one's the smaller one. Oh, before I even go on, let me mention something. Now this can also be perspective, but I think most guitar players will agree with me. Don't go for the floppy picks. I'm trying to find one. Don't go for these thin, small, floppy picks. They just sound terrible. They just sound awful when you hit them against the strings. You can hear them flapping when you strum the strings. You're definitely not, if you're going for speed playing, you're definitely not going to get that sort of speed when your pick is flopping the whole time. It's a no-go. Actually, I think I have a whole bag of those Yep, I do. So these floppy ones, they're just not fun. They're really, really, really terrible. You can see that I can just bend it, and you can imagine what your strings do to that. So just try to avoid those. If you do like that weird floppy sound hitting your strings, then by all means go for it, but definitely not something that I would play with. Anyways, like I was saying, these Jazz 3 XL is really good. I would go for those if you can find them, if your guitar shop has them. If not, just order them online. Next in my list of like I'm going in order, so those were the first two. This is the next one. So say I don't have any of my Jazz 3 picks at all. These are the ones that I would play with. They're just your normal pick, you know. They're thick, the thicker ones. This one is about what is it? I don't know. Dunlop just says extra hard, so you know, child's joke. So yeah, if you're looking for numbers, I don't know if it's focused. I can't really see very well, but 0.96 millimeters. That's what this one is, and that one is pretty good for me. It's a good. It works with my standard. Again, with the max grips, these are just my favorite kinds of picks because I have slippery fingers. So like I said before, if you have slippery fingers, definitely go for a max grip guitar pick, because that will help you. It'll help you keep a grip on your picks. Hey, you know, just a bunch of these Tortex and Ultex picks. Another Ultex. So just, you know, your plain picks, just find the right size, that's all. Normally go for either extra hard or hard if you don't want that floppy guitar pick sound. Or if you find a number, 1.4 is really freaking hard, but that one I definitely play with. So those are good. This one is pretty cool. This one's just for show, kind of. Actually, you know, I've played with it. It's a thick guitar pick. It's 2.0 millimeters, so 2 millimeters, but it is a big old pick, and it's hard, and I enjoy playing with it, but it's mostly just because it's just so odd to me that it's so huge. But if you can find this one, definitely go for it. It's just a Dunlop 2 millimeter pick, so look for that. These are the ones that I would least use. I'll go ahead and throw in the floppy picks too, just because, like I said, I would not use these. Again, personal preference, so like if you enjoy the sharp picks, by all means go for it, but they're just a little too long for me, and I don't like choking all the way up on it like that. It's just a little too long for me. I have a little trouble keeping it from hitting the other strings when I'm going for a certain string, so these ones aren't as bad. I would probably use these, but not as much. And then, like I said again, the floppy picks, avoid them at all costs. These are the kind of picks that you can get like for free at Guitar Center or whatever your local guitar shop is. One honorable mention, if I have it out here, here it is. One honorable mention, I don't know the name of this one, it's oh, there it is. It's Big Stubby picks. These ones are super cool. I love these ones. They're just about as thick as this one, the big old 2 millimeter one, if you get the right size. You have multiple size options. I've got the red one somewhere. The red one's like the same as these floppy picks, so I don't use it very much. But definitely, if you can, find it. I think I had to special order this one, but if you can find it, definitely get it, because that pick is super fun to play with. It's got a nice little, like, kind of a indent for your fingers, so if you, like, again, if you have those slippery fingers and you don't like the sticky feeling of, it's not necessarily sticky feeling, but it feels like you're kind of trapped to your pick. If you don't like that, you can get this one. It works just about as much, but you don't feel trapped to your pick, kind of. So those are my that's my order for, you know, picks to go for. Like I said, I definitely recommend either max grips or not Max Grips, just regular Jazz 3 picks, or Jazz 3 XL if you don't like the really small ones. Just because they're such a great pick to play with. I found out about Jazz 3s through another video, and I just felt like I needed to make another video about it. So Jazz 3s, if you can find them. You hear me saying a lot of Jazz 3 in this video, and that's because I really love them. They're really good picks. And then if not, you know, your basic Dunlop, Tortex, or Ultex picks, you know, you're definitely stay around the either 0.88 millimeter to above if you're trying to play metal. I guess you could say I'll have to put the title like best guitar picks for metal playing, in my opinion, you know. So, but that's my little video for you beginners out there trying to play metal who want to know more about guitar picks and which ones you should be playing with. Definitely, if you can find this one, I would say find it. I got it in like some sort of variety pack, but the 2 millimeter Dunlop pick I might be playing a little more with because it is pretty dang cool, and I think it might be my main. So either that one or the Jazz 3s. But yep, like I said, that's my order for kind of guitar picks to work with if you're playing that type of music. I guess this is definitely from Metal Player's Metal Player's point of view. So, you know, just try stuff out, figure out what you like. Anyways, there you go. Look forward to another cover. Most likely Korn, because I just got a 7-string, so definitely gonna be doing some of that. Yeah. So thanks for watching, you guys. And just, you know, like I said, try some picks out and see what you like. Alright, see you guys later.